use who versus whom. People can't explain it, and it has been on the SAT before, and I'd like everybody to know the correct way to do it. So in the first example here, what I followed here, no, I'm not putting those sunglasses on. Uh, yes, I am. No. Mr. Bailey, who makes a fool of himself, puts on, all right, here we go. I can't read the screen too well now. All right, are we still recording? Yes, we are. Okay, so Mr. Bailey, what I did here is I followed rule number 3 about surrounding a positive phrases with commas. So, like Mr. Bailey, who speaks French, went to Paris, which is true. Over the summer, I went to Paris on a Lily Grant. It was great. Nonetheless, in this particular a positive phrase, we have a subject and a verb. Who speaks French? In this example, this who replaces Mr. Bailey, who's actually doing the speaking. So the verb right here is being done by the who. But when you look at the second one, this phrase that says, Mr. Bailey, whom no one likes, needs some therapy. Look at the verb. The verb here is likes, but who's doing it? Well, it's not Mr. Bailey, it's no one. So it's somebody else doing this. So in this case, whom is being acted upon. And that is the fundamental difference between this. Is this one is doing the acting. And in this case, they're being acted upon. And that's how you know the difference of when you should use who versus whom. Basically, look at the verb inside of the little phrase there. And if something other than the thing that the pronoun is replacing is doing the action, then it's going to be whom. And then if the thing is actually doing the action, it should be who. Which the second example is another one. I don't know if anybody's a big jazz fan or a fusion fan or just a fan of really good music. But in the example here, John McLaughlin is a famous guitar player who played guitar for Miles Davis. Well, who's doing the playing? He is played. So that's the one doing the action, and that's why it should be who is a respected musician. And then in the second one here, many guitar players admire him. Notice then at this point, the verb is admire, but who's doing it? Many guitar players are the ones that are doing it. And so in this case, once again, it's being acted upon. And that's why you would use whom in that case. And that's really the biggest difference between who versus whom. If you're not sure, look at the verb inside of the little phrase and go, well, who's doing it? If the thing that other than the pronoun is doing it, then it should be whom. So I hope this made sense to people. I'm not going to make you write your own example because I feel like the two examples we have here get to the point. And if you weren't messed up before, just there you go.